We're just going to introduce them to the boys. So move over a little bit, good buddy, because the snowman is coming through.
PSA is running a special, finally, from 1960 to 89. And I have had a whole bin where I've been putting cards in over the last 6 or 7 months of just to be graded. And so now I'm finally going to get to pull some of those out and actually get them graded. But here's a twist to this. I'm going to have you guys pick which of my cards you want me to get graded. I thought it'd be kind of a fun way to do this submission. So if each of you in the comments vote up to 10 cards that you want me to send out of all these cards that I'm going to go through here, pick 10 cards. You don't have to number them 1 through 10 or whatever. Every card will just get an equal vote that you pick. So up to 10 cards that you want to see me get graded out of these that I run through. And I'm going to take the top 30 vote getters and send them off to PSA. And I might add on top of that some for my 71 set that I would want to get graded, maybe 5 or 10 on top of that. But you guys pick the cards you want to see me get graded. And like I said, I'll take the top 30, I'll tally up all the votes, and the top 30 of all those votes we'll send off. And if it doesn't come out to a top 30, I'll just round out that top 30 with some more of these. So enjoy as I run through these cards, all between 1960 and late 80s. I don't think I have anything actually newer than 85. So let's have fun. You guys pick what you want to see me get graded. So I'm going to start newest to oldest, and I'm going to start baseball, and then I might have like a dozen football cards. So if you want to see the football, fast forward to the end. If you don't want to see the football, it'll be at the end, and you can just skip that. So, because my channel is mostly baseball cards, but I do have some football cards that I want to get graded. Little disclaimer as I go through these. Most of the vintage, or like the older 60s stuff, is, you know, lower mid-grade, you know, maybe 3, 4s, and 5s, but I thought most of them are worth getting graded, even in that condition. Some of the newer stuff, sending in because I think it has a shot at a 10. So I got to look at these more closely, but just whatever you can see on the, you know, in the video, kind of base your determination. Like the very first card, you're going to be like, why are you grading that? I think it's fun to sometimes see if something gets a 10. So I think 10s are hard to get. So again, I'm going to start baseball, start 85 back. I don't have anything I'm sending newer than 85, but 85 down to 1960. So first off, 85 tops, Dennis Eckersley. Nothing special about this card. It's just a Hall of Famer that I thought had a shot at a 10. So again, you guys pick 10 cards out of all these that I'm going to go through, and I'll take the top vote getters and send them to get graded. So 85 tops Eckersley that, I mean, if it gets a 9, it's, you know, worth like, you know, $6. So hoping for a 10. But, you know, I still think it's fun to try to send cards to see if you get 10s. I don't think this one's going to get, I got to look at it closer, but I'm, you know, guessing I'm figuring maybe a 9 on this. 84 tops, Nolan Ryan. Card 470. This one, again, low value card, raw and in a 9, but I know I picked this one out when I got out of a pack that I think it has a shot at 10, so I think it'd be fun to try. But again, you guys vote. You guys vote. If you don't want to see some of these newer ones, see if I get 10s or whatever. Oh, and there's also some commons. You're going to laugh. There's some 70s commons. You're going to be, what are you sending that in for? I just think it's fun to try to get 10s on stuff. You know, 70s commons can be 40, 50 bucks in a 10. So I think it's fun. So I pulled out some that I think have a really good shot at the commons, obviously, 10s or so. 84 All-Star Brett. 84 tops All-Star Brett. I'm guessing 10 on this, but you know, sometimes card $3.99. Sometimes I guess a 10 on something, I end up getting like a 7 or an 8. So you never know, right? Let's see if I put these without getting glare. And 83 Topps Tony Gwynn. I'd have to look at this closer. Sometimes you guys can see stuff on video that, you know, I don't see until I look at later. I mean, that looks like at least a solid 8. Card 482. 83 Topps, and I got this from a vending box. You can see the a lot of vending box cards come out a little bowed, but they don't seem to affect the grade, and these flatten out okay in the holder. So 83 Topps Tony Gwynn rookie. Here's one you can laugh at, but I went through a bunch of 82 Topps vending I had opened, and I had some I set aside I thought would get 10s. This was the most 10 worthy out of the 10s that I thought. So, you know, what the heck, let's give it a shot. At common, Ken Krivek. It's not a low pop card in a 10 or low like percentage of 10s. Card 639, but again, I think it's fun to shoot for 10s on something that's, what is this now, 43 years old? Yeah, so, all right, 82 Topps, Ken Krivek, just a common. Now here's some 81 Fleer, so now we're going, we got 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. There are a lot of 68s in this, so I'll tell you that, 68 and 67s. So you guys look forward to seeing those. But I said, mark down, tally up as you watch this to see which ones you want me to send and get graded. 81 Fleer, Willie McCovey. Card 434. 81 Fleer, Willie Stargell. Just, you know, Hall of Famers that I thought are worth getting graded. I mean, I don't think I'd be pulling out these if I thought they had would get worse than a 9. So, because 81 Fleer still doesn't have as much value, of course, as 81 Topps. So now I notice a little scrapey corner there, but what the heck? If you want to vote for this, vote for this. Card 363. So, like I said, you pick what I'm sending. 81 Fleer Gossage. Card 89. It's one of my favorite all-time cards. Well, any Ricky card. This one looks like more like an 8 because of the centering kind of left and up, but, you know, still a cool card. His first Fleer card. 81 Fleer, Ricky Henderson. God, that's a cool card. I don't want my opinions to influence your votes. Like I said, you guys pick. What do you want to see get graded? Card 574 on the Ricky. Harold Baines rookie, 81 Fleer. Card 346. 81 Fleer Baines rookie. I don't know, hoping for maybe a couple of 10s out of the 81 Fleer. All right, 81 Topps. So second year Topps, Ricky Henderson. This is a huge card in PSA 10. This is not going to be a 10. I just think the centering's just, it's too off, I think upright and up. So, but 81 Topps, Ricky. Card 261. So I'll put that next to his 81 Fleer. Tim Raines rookie, 81 Topps. This one's off center up this way and has a little tilty cut, but still I don't have a Raines rookie graded, I don't think so. I think it's worth getting graded for, you know, the $18 special right now. 479. 81 Topps. Tim Raines rookie. Some back there. 81 Topps Baines rookie, again off center this way and that way, but another Hall of Fame rookie. Oh, that's an O-Pee-Chee. All right, well, you guys are discovering this with the this would be cool to grade. This is why, even though I think it's only an 8, I don't know where I got this. It just bam, O-Peachy. I'll have to look through some of these too, kind of skimming over. But, I mean, it's obvious with the back. The light color gave it away, and there's the O-Peachy symbol. That's cool. I didn't know I had an 81 Baines O-Peachy rookie. But that'd be kind of cool to get graded, don't you think? I mean, O-Peachy to come out kind of, not cut so crazy and jagged. And okay, that's not a Topps. It's an O-Peachy. 81 O-Peachy. Baines rookie. And this one I had to think that maybe it's a shot, outside shot at a 10, even a 9. Still, it's George Brett, and I think it's card number 1. Yeah, card number 1 in the 81 set. So 80 batting leaders with Brett and Buckner. And now we're to 1980. George Brett. $4.50. Yeah, so some of these in my sorting bin back there, been there so long I completely forgot. I forgot that Baines was a O-Peachy. And you see a 74 Ryan, 75 strikeout leaders. Those are duplicates. I was going to have you guys pick which of the duplicates you wanted, but I'm like, that's just, I picked, in my opinion, the better of the duplicates and put the others back there for, grading at a later date maybe. Because, I mean, even though multiple 74 Ryans, it's worth getting, down the road, getting more Ryans graded. That's a pretty nice looking 80 Brett. All right, 80 Dale Murphy. $2.74. I love older cards. Here's a big card. 80 Ricky Henderson rookie. Have a few of these graded, but why not another one, right? Card 482, which if you guys never knew, it's kind of neat that both an 83 and an 80, Gwynn and Henderson, they have card 482. So a rookie, Ricky rookie. I mean, what, maybe 7-ish, if centering doesn't factor as heavy as I think, maybe an 8. But so 1980 Ricky Henderson. All right, here's a common. Okay, but obviously I think it has a shot at a 10. Sorry, the glare on Ricky there. Hal Dews, 1979 Topps, just a common. Like I said, I just think it's fun getting 10s, card 699. Just, if something looks a 10, might as well. It's like a, 1.5 cent card raw, but I don't know. So, cards are fun to me. Even, commons in nice shape. 79 Brett. I think in a recent submission, I got one of these on a 9. I'm not going to say this is probably best an 8, maybe a 7 because of that centering to the left, but still, one of my favorite Brett cards. 79 Brett. Card 330. '79 Reggie. Card 700. So again, put in the description up to 10 cards out of these you want me to get graded, and I'll tally up all the top vote totals and send away the top 30. I don't know, I should have counted how many cards I'm going to be going through. I mean, it just loose stack wise here looks like maybe 80 cards, 85 cards. 79 Aussie, notoriously never centered, but I don't think I have an Aussie graded. So I mean, even like a 6 or something, it'd be kind of cool to have an Aussie rookie graded. 116, which is kind of funny in the 79 set, the two biggest cards, or two of the biggest cards, the Nolan Ryan and then the Ozzie Smith, are back-to-back cards, 115 and 116. Nolan Ryan is the 115. Just, I don't know, just useless trivia there to take up brain space. 79 bench. I know I have a couple of these already graded, but It's a sharp looking one. Card 200. A Molitor rookie. Molitor and Tramp. This is very lowish grade, but, you know, I mean, maybe gets a 5. But still, it's iconic rookie, and, you know, might as well get it graded for 18 bucks, right? Card 707. And now this is the Burger King 77 Burger King Reggie. I've shown this on the channel. Just kind of a neat card because it's way different than his regular Topps 77 image. So this is the 77 Burger King Reggie, card 17. And another 77 variation is this is a 77 O-Pee-Chee Gary Carter, and I like this because in the Topps version he's in a catching position, but in the O-Pee-Chee he's in a hitting stance, so kind of cool. See, light colored back, printed in Canada, card number 45. So 77 O-Pee-Chee Gary Carter. 77, again, I guess I thought this would get I mean, it's not going to get a 10, but just a cool card. You got bench on the 77 Topps. It's the 76 World Series card. Just sharp card. I don't know. I like getting, even if it gets an 8 or 9, I think it's cool to get graded. Card 412. Andre Dawson rookie. You know, it's off center, but it's a doggone Hall of Fame rookie. It's almost 50 years old, 48 years old, right? Card 473, 77 Topps. Trying to show you guys all angles and everything. Bruce Sutter, rookie. It's one of my nicer ones. Most of my Sutter rookies, for whatever reason, are kind of really rough shape, but you know, it's a little off center, but another Hall of Fame rookie. Card 144. All right, now some 76s. 76 Brooks Robinson. You know, you could see the centering keeps us maybe, you know, maybe a 7. Little touched corners and things, but card number 95. You know, if anybody wants to comment too, oh, you're wasting your money, you know, grading some of these or whatever, just, it's fun for me. So it's not all about money and flipping for me. I enjoy cards. You know, just a semi-star here, 76 Manny Mota. I just thought this was super sharp. You know, maybe shot at an 8, 9 range. Card 548. Played a lot of years. It's going to focus. So 76 Manny Mota, 76. This is, you know, not in the greatest shape, but it's a, you know, very popular Nolan Ryan card. Pretty much grade any Nolan Ryan from the 70s, you know. 76 Topps Nolan Ryan. Card 330. '77 76 Topps Steve Carlton. Again, I got to look at these closer to, like, you know, I'm not going to give you my opinion on, oh, you know, because I can't really see it super close right now. I'll look at it more later. But just from your initial look of, you know, what cards you like, what cards do you want out of these to get graded? Card 355. 76 Jim Rice. It's off center, but it's a center. It's a second-year Rice. I like the All-Star Rookie Cup on there. Card 340. 76 ERA leaders, but it's Eckersley rookie year. It's not his rookie card, but you know, with the got three Hall of Famers on there, and you know, it's kind of cool. It's a rookie year. 76 is Eckersley's rookie year, but it's a leader's card, so it's not his base rookie or his main rookie. Card 202, just thought it was still neat. And Hunter, Catfish, 76 Topps, card 100. Now some 75 minis, and I think I'm going to pause it there because my battery is almost out, and I'll just clip in and just start with 75 regulars. I have 275 minis. Al Oliver, just a minor star, but I just thought this one was crazy sharp. Card 555. And the other 75 mini is a Yount rookie. You know, it's got a dinged corner and things, but it's a Yount rookie, so I'm gonna get it graded. 75 mini, even if it only gets like a 5. I still think it's a cool card. Card 223. So I'm gonna pause the video there and then let the phone charge, and then continue with the 75 regular sizes and go on down. All right, let's keep going on this. One thing I did forget to mention, try to get me all your votes or requests or suggestions for which cards you want me to get graded. Try to get those in by like, I don't know, June 25th, 26th, right in that kind of that range. So I have time to get everything all prepared and shipped off for the June special. So we just did 75 minis, and now we're gonna do regular 75s. It's just, you know, common, just a Padres team card, but I thought this one was in gorgeous shape, so this is an option to get graded. Card 146. Yep. And Rose, can you pause chewing that? You always do that when let's start the video. Choose her bone. Another common and nice shape. Lee Lacy, 75 Topps. So I thought this was, you know, worth getting graded, even if it gets like a 9. It's pretty cool for 75. Card 631. A Mike Schmidt. You know, not in the best of shape, but 75 Schmidt. Card number 70. 75 Ryan. A little worse shape than the Schmidt. Maybe this gets like a 4. Still a cool card. Card 500. You're gonna laugh at this, but I like this card a lot. 75 Dave Kingman. For a short while, he was one of my favorite players in the early mid-80s. Card 156. And I have one of these already in I think in an 8, but this one's in nice shape too, so this is an option to get graded. Steve Garvey. Card 140. And I have a couple of these already graded, but it's a neat card. You got, you know, two of the best pitchers of the 70s into the 80s. Strikeout leaders, a little off center to the left. Card 312. All right, now 74s. Brian again. Card 20. Schmidt again. Second year Schmidt. .283. Reggie. .130. Tommy John. .451. And strikeout leaders again, this time Ryan and Seaver. .207. And Joe Morgan. .85. All right, now 73s. In one of my submissions last year, I did get this card completely shocked and ecstatic. Got a 73 Aaron and a 9. This is, you know, probably no better than like a 6 with that centering, maybe a 5, but it's a 73 Aaron, still pretty cool. So I think it's worth getting another one of these graded. Card 100. Pete Rose, 73. Card 130. Now 72s. Have Aparicio. Card 313. Willie Mays in action. Card 50. Rod Carew. This is one of my favorite Carews. .695. It's a high number or higher number in the 72 set. Add some value to that card. 72 Aaron. Bad corner down there, but it's a Hank Aaron card. $2.99. 69. Okay, here's another one that's, you know, semi-star / common, but I just thought it was so gorgeous that it'd be interesting to see what it could get. Amos Otis. Centered up nicely for 72. Card 10. "71 Fingers," Hunter, sorry. $45. "70 Seaver." $300. 70 Joe Morgan. $537. 70 Brock. $330. 70 Vita Blue rookie. $21. Second year Reggie. $140. 70 Kellogg's Banks. Card number 40. 69 Yaz. Card 130. 69 Bunning. $175. 69 K-Line World Series card. Card 166. And it's off center, but Ted Williams, 69. Card 539. All right, now some 68s. Whole huge stack of 68s. So I know a lot of you. Oh, there's some 67s down there too. So 67s and 68s in this one. A lot of you aren't fans of 68, so, but these tend to grade pretty well. Aparicio. 310. Perry. Maris. 230. Perez. $130. Stargell. $86. A World Series card of Gibson. Batting leaders. Card 1. Killebrew. $220. RBI leaders. Put 3 Hall of Famers on there. Card 4. AL batting leaders. 3 Hall of Famers. Pretty off center. Card 2. NL RBI leaders. 3 Hall of Famers. It's a nice shape. Card 3. This is my first Hank Aaron card I ever had, and I know just because, and I don't know where I got it, but I mean, I don't know what this is going to grade, but I mean, this is from when I got it. Just a weird smudge. I don't know what that is. I mean, it always looked like a fingerprint to me as a kid, but it doesn't come off. But, you know, I don't know what this gets with that smudge. If it gets a print defect or a mark designation, I don't know, but this is card 100. Am I right? Nope, 110. The Robinsons. F30. Manager's Dream with Clemente. $480. Another World Series card, this one with Yaz. $152. Necro. $257. And Elston Howard. $167. All right, now 67s. Hank Aaron. Sorry, washing machine's going. Everything's going on. Card 250. I don't know if that's going to get a miscut for the back. But it's a 67 Aaron, right? Perry. 320. 67 Topps Bob Gibson. 210. 67 Stargell. 140. 67 Matthews. 166. McCovey. 'Rough corners, but it's McCovey. 480. Marichal. This one's in nice shape. 500. Cash and K-Line. It's a neat card. A little rough, corner-wise. All the corners. And off-center. Maybe this gets like a 3 or 4, but neat card. 216. Frank. 100. Another Necro. 456. Freehand. 48. And some leaders cards. $243. It's cool with Koufax. So Koufax doesn't have a 67 regular issue card. He's just on, because he retired, he's just on the leaders card, which is kind of neat. 238. Powell. 230. K-Line. 30. Checklist. You can laugh, but it's in nice shape. A lot of people's nemesis cards or checklists. See my last video. But these older ones in nice shape, unmarked. They've got some value. 191. Torrey. 350. If you want a bad joke, they said when he was afraid to play catcher and moved to first base, he was chicken cacciatore. I know that's horrible. All right, Maris. 365. Euchre. $326. Wilhelm. $422. Killebrew. $334. Rose. Rough corners, but it's a doggone 50-year rose. $430. Maze. $200. Caught. $300. And Oliva. Card 50. All right, now 66s. Maris. These folds are the sleeve. $365. Ford. $160. Canigliaro. $380. Leaders. $217. Cash. $315. K-line. $410. Brooksy. $390. Now 65s. Another checklist. This is gorgeous for a 65. $273. Leaders. $2. Tiot. 145. Leaders. It's in rough shape, rough corners, but 3 Hall of Famers on there. Card 5. Another leaders card. Got Mantle on there, so that's a cool card though. Card 3. Last 65 is a Santo. '10. Now 64s. Strikeout leaders with Koufax and Drysdale. Card 5. Stargell. It's off center, both up and left, but cool card though. Was that a second year Stargell? .342. Mays. .150. It's a cool card. Aaron and Mays. It's in rough shape and off center, but .423. Next is one of the, good thing these are sleeved. How many have I dropped? It's one of the bigger cards of this group of to be graded. Second year Rose. It's a lot of people's favorite Rose card. .125. Now 63s, or A63, have one of them. Mays and Musial off center, but I mean, pretty neat card. 138. All right, now 62s. These are just 362s, commons out of a Christmas rack I pulled, but these were all in nice shape, so I figured, yeah, they might be worth getting graded. Naragan, just commons. .164. McCormick. .319. Cloninger. .63. And now 1961s. Brooksy. I think this I pulled from a Christmas rack too, and just really sharp shape. Card 10. Very rough and off center, but Santo rookie, so I mean, a rookie card that's what, 64 years old. Hall of Fame rookie. Figured it's worth getting graded maybe. It's up to you guys. Card 35. Maris. It's got an issue right there. I think this is card number 1 in the set. Yep. 2. Sorry. I think it's card number 1 in 62. And a Mays MVP. All right, that's it for the baseball. What's our card number? 482. All right, now football cards. Starting with newest. Nothing super special, but it just was sharp. You know, maybe gets a 9. 81 tops, Ted Hendricks. Card 200. I pulled this from a rack pack on the channel. Dorsett rookie, 78 tops. $3.15. 1978 John Hanna. Card 35. 76 OJ. Card 300. 75 liters, but just was in very sharp shape. So, you know, card that's 50 years old in this kind of shape, even though it's a common. Just thought it was kind of cool. 219. Another common. Gary Larson. $75 tops. Card 26. Bob Lee. $189. All right, now 70. Put stickies so I knew. I don't know my older football years as well. 72, it's a common. Julius Adams, but crazy sharp and pretty centered, so it's like, what the heck? So 72. This one I picked up at the Nashville show 2 Octobers ago. It's a 71 Bart Starr. Another common but sharp 1970 Joe Cap. Just thought it was crazy sharp. So this card is what, 55 years old in that shape. 70 Unitas Kellogg's. Hopefully, I mean, I don't see any cracking. It would just be nice if it at least got a mid-grade. That cool card. It's almost the same pose here on his, it's a 68 Unitas. And a 61. It's in rough shape, but might be one of my only Jim Brown cards. All right, that's it. So again, pick your 10 that you want me to get graded. I mean, I'm not going to be totally strict on that. If there are just a lot of them that you guys really like, you know, pick 15 of them if you want. Especially got into the 60s here. There's some, you know, pretty neat stuff. So give me your votes, and thanks for your input, and we will send these off, and then figured this was a fun little thing to involve viewers.